We have raised money for amazing charities over the years, but we have some partners to thank, and the one that I would like to thank now is Kana Peachtree. Are you looking for cute emotes to decorate your streams with? Kana Peachtree makes emotes for any platform for streamers and communities big and small all across the globe. Interested in customizing your channels? Check out Kana's gig at fiverr.com/Kana Peachtree. That's fiverr.com/Kana Peachtree. All right, now we're just going to spend a little bit of time to get the run set up, and we will be with you shortly. Alrighty, and Speedromizer Day 4 officially starts right now with a run of Vision Soft Resets any percent. I would like everyone to welcome JuegAriel. Jueg, take it away, please.
Hello, I'm JuegAriel. I'm here. And I'm accompanied by...
Hi, I'm Fedison, fellow runner of this game. Pretty excited to take part in showing it off today.
So yeah, we're gonna probably just go ahead. There's time in the intro to explain about this game and all of the fun stuff that it lets you do. So I'd say let's just start the countdown. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Vision Soft Reset. Metroidvania run and gun with a very interesting mechanic, and that is that you can rewind time. If you get hit, if you miss a platform or whatever, you can rewind time and fix your mistake. That, of course, it's not infinite, because that would be really OP if it was. Instead, we're gonna have a vision meter right at the top of the screen. We can see we have 100% so far. But every time we rewind, we can run out of meter, and we are at the mercy of our skills, which sometimes it's not enough. But yeah, that was the intro boss. Now this is the actual part of the Metroidvania. You're gonna see multiple things. First off, we have health, obviously. But second of all, we have a timer on the top right. That timer is very important because once it hits 20 minutes, the end game sequence is going to start, and we need to be ready for it. We need to have certain items. We need to have mostly we need to have the 4 orbs/keys. I don't exactly know what they're called.
I'm pretty sure they're just orbs.
But yeah, we need to have them ready before the 20 minutes hit. And yeah, this is all a game about time travel, about cycles, about timelines.
The protagonist, Oracle, is a tiny lava with future sight powers that allow her to just have visions of future timelines. In fact, the entire game is just a vision she's having as she's approaching the island she's exploring. And that's how you can have this mechanic of time loops where you can have knowledge transferred from one loop to another. And here is one of those power-ups that, lore-wise, they are just a code that's unlocking a function of her suit, so it will not be wiped away as you reset time.
You can see there, I would have died, but rewinding is powerful. So yeah, we have the charge shot, which obviously deals more damage to enemies, but also it lets us do like a kick in midair or something like that. Like it lets you
yes, a small double jump, yes.
Yeah, it propels us upwards, which can be used for, you know, like a very small double jump.
And this power-up is probably the most important in the run. It's the spin dodge. Its straightforward function is sort of like the Celeste dash, but with many iframes. And used both in platforming and in combat. But it has another secret function, which is if you cancel the animation with a jump while you're on the ground, you get this state you can see, which is basically the quickest way of movement for most of the game. And allows for some pretty neat sequence breaks. For example, right here it allowed us to outrun this scientist to his lab when he was trying to get in and lock the door before we could enter.
Oh. I'm actually gonna reset the screen.
Fair enough.
There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Yeah, those cloud enemies are very dangerous for early game because I think it takes all of your 2 hearts if you get hit.
I think so, yeah. And here's one of many shortcuts that you are intended to find from the other way around, and since this is a speedrun, well, we know where they all are. And normally you go through an entire water level to find it out, but why would you go through that?
Now we have the wall run, very OP. We're gonna do a small intermission here just to grab this. Which is just more damage for bosses. Now we can go back. So, of course, the whole passwords and stuff, the point of the game is that you're supposed to find them in another room or whatever, and then because of the time loops, you can go back and actually enter them. However, if you just know them, they're not RNG, so...
So we're coming up right here on our first boss in the run, Greiger. He has a claw he uses for blocking most of your shots. You can, with some good movement, just dodge to him and attack from the back, but it's pretty difficult optimization. And here, about 3/4 of the way through his health bar, he ends up just dropping some parts of the ceiling with his dash and showing us the next upgrade, a claw. It's a very strong melee attack that can open some paths. It's technically not required to beat the game, but it saves just a lot of time for routing, not to mention being by far your best tool for taking out all the remaining bosses. and it also has this property you can see of giving you a slight upward boost as you land a hit in midair.
Now we have the first of the 4 orbs. Oh, I missed that. There we go.
Unlike the power-ups we've been getting, the orbs are physical items that Oracle is not capable of keeping as she hops between timelines. So right now what we're doing is to start constructing our final timeline where we acquire all 4 orbs. We will take at one point a dip into another timeline to get our final upgrade. But this is already the final timeline we are in.
That's right. Because that's the other thing about upgrades. They are supposedly just knowledge, like decryptors. And once you have that knowledge, it doesn't matter what timeline you're in. You can remember that. Therefore, the upgrades like that are permanent, while health upgrades, vision upgrades, the orbs are actual collectibles that will not persist between timelines.
And another example of a thing that does not persist between timelines is this power plant, which we are about to activate. It is basically a switch that affects many places in the world, including the next area we are going in, where we cannot fight the boss with the power off. In the intended sequence, it was supposed to be one of the very first things you do in the game, but just the combination of our different movement attacks allows us to ignore it until right now, where it's just on our path. It's more convenient.
Right. I took a lot more damage than I wanted, but that's fine.
So now we are entering the Floatlands, an area with a gimmick that at 10 minutes on the clock, wind will be blowing through the area, and these totems, like the one you saw in the room to the left, will play some notes at that point, and the boss door requires you to have a certain code be input as a code to them. And so that's the reason for this wait that Jueg just performed, to make sure that the 10-minute mark occurs between the moment he hits the last of his tokens and the moment he reaches the doors, to minimize the waiting time.
That's right. If you didn't have to wait, you probably would have to wait, like, if you didn't have the option to wait on save points, you would probably have to, I don't know, wait 5 minutes in order to get to the boss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get this upgrade just for the boss because it's kinda difficult.
And that's the last of the 4 totems, so now in just 2 seconds we will see.
And just in time.
Perfect. And now we can see against Solatias the sheer power of the claw. If I recall correctly, the charge shot is 5 basic shots worth of damage, and the claw is 7.5. So that's by far your highest DPS. You can especially abuse this phase where she's slowly floating across the screen to just take her health bar, and that was a good fight.
Yeah, that was really good. Honestly, one of my best. I'm surprised. And with that, we're gonna get the speed boost, which is, if you've played any modern Metroid game, it is pretty much the same. It's the Shine Spark. Except you can't actually Shine Spark in this game, but
you can keep it through wall runs and the wall jumps that come with it. And sometimes you can just keep one of those going through like half the map. Of course, this is not something that really happens in the route we are using. And question in chat, how far back can you rewind? So there are multiple rewind mechanics, like this one, the timeline rewind, where we're just hopping back to basically fast traveling between points on the timeline, which we created at save points. And the other rewind, which uses that gauge at the top of the screen, which we are using in combat, which I don't remember off the top of my head, but it's about 5 seconds, give or take?
something like
Maybe a
that,
bit
yeah.
more.
So now we're going into the caves, into the generator that is like the thing that destroys everything at the 20-minute mark.
The shield that's protecting the planet from its own core, that has been damaged by some mysterious entity that we don't know. Except we don't even know that this has happened because we just don't go to the place where we see that it has happened. So as a result, instead of the regular dialogue where Oracle is going around trying to find out what happened, she is instead just going around beating up everyone she comes across, asking for their best crystals.
Yep. Also, this jump kinda sucks. There we go. It is pretty difficult to do the wall run correctly there.
But it does allow us to skip an upgrade we would otherwise have to go out of our way to get, that lets you resist the boiling water longer. So it's a good thing that it's possible.
Yeah. So yeah, we are right now on the timeline where we're gonna get our final upgrade. And after that, it's back to the main timeline to pretty much finish the game.
So I should get started with explaining the upcoming boss. Oracle will be infected with a computer virus, or at least her suit will be, which creates some strange squares that are not affected by the rewind ability, so they will just keep going through the movement while time is going in reverse. And this next room is where we fight that virus, and it's a potential random killer, since rewinding could just put you straight in the mass where most of the squares are. So I will just let Jug concentrate on doing this fight.
If I can get it correctly, it should take like only 4 cycles. Uh-oh. Okay, we're fine.
Good save.
There we go.
And that's the fight.
If you miss one of those squares, you need to like go all the way back, and sometimes it gives you more cycles to do. So it's just a lot of running around the same room over and over. But yeah, with that, we can now strip ourselves of our suit. We have only 1 heart. We still can rewind, at least. But all of that is so we can go through very thin corridors.
And now we are coming up on the cutscene with the grand reveal of the villain. Except we don't need to watch it. We just need to enter it to set a flag to allow us to strip our armor anywhere.
Yep. So now that we have that, we can now focus on actually beating the game. Can I? Thank you. So yes, now we can strip our suit with just from the menu. and we can do it wherever we want. Of course, it's not always beneficial because you need to find a suit eventually. So here, this is kind of like a puzzle. We're going to prepare that ice cube for later. And I missed it. There we go. And I think this is the final ore?
Yes, it is.
Now we have all 4. Now we just need to go beat the game.
Of course, we just took a long one-way drop to get into this place. But it shouldn't take too long to just go back through the hot water area and then climb back up to the mountaintop, which is the one spot where we can be once the 20-minute timer runs out.
Yep. So I think this is a good place for our lovely host if they have some announcements.
Yes. As far as announcements go, we are doing a call out for donations. So if you would like to donate to Speedromizer 5 and donate to the charity QMUNITY, please go inside the Twitch chat and do ! Donates, and that is where you get your link. How's the run going so far?
So far, it's a very solid run.
Yeah, so far, this is one of my best, so I can't complain.
No, that's fantastic. Now, for someone who's learned this in 90 days, as the person who has taught them, how do you feel that they're doing?
Well, this run does not include all the tech we do in world record pace runs, but of course some of it can be pretty unsafe, and I perfectly understand not wanting especially to learn the boss quick kills. And aside from that, it does look very clean.
Alright, so we are going back. Yeah,
Let's
you
pray
might
for
recognize
Penguin
this
RNG.
place. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, that is actually not good. No. So we are preparing a speed boost right here. There we go.
And good Penguin RNG. We are safe.
Yeah. I got lucky. So now we are into this last save point, where we are going to wait until sure, this works. So now we just need to get to the end of this, where we can open the door with the 4 orbs, and after that door, that is where we are going to wait for the timer. But yeah, I probably could have gotten away with like 5 more seconds in the wait menu, but that's fine.
If I recall correctly, when I do run this game, I go to 1932 for this wait.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm bad at that movement, so...
Yes, it takes a bit of work to get consistent at it. So anyway, the world has ended, and we are finally about to confront the man behind it all. So to start explaining the fight ahead of time, it's someone else with the same powers as Oracle. And so the fight sort of has 2 health bars, both his vision bar, which is just that tiny number at the bottom of the bar, and his surprisingly tiny health pool, which just takes a couple hits to to drain, and in fact he just reminds out of it most of the time. To give an idea of his health pool, the world record strat for this fight can just take him down with 2 claws and 1 charge shot. And so far it's a solid fight.
Yeah, I like playing this safe because it's not the first time I've died.
Oh yeah, it took me quite a while to get used to it.
Yeah, I still got the hit at least, so it wastes vision.
The fight gets especially dangerous once his vision has run out, like right now, since you will have to just go to... oh, nice claw. And time will be once Jug talks to the boss when he hits the ground.
And time. That's the game. That was
job.
pretty good.
Can we get the real time that has just been done?
Yeah, as we said, this was all a vision. Now we can prevent it before it even begins. And this is not a true ending, actually. There is a true ending. I haven't gotten it yet, but but there is a true ending. And yeah, that is Vision Soft Reset, a really cool game and a really cool speed game. I would recommend everyone to try it, honestly.
Oh yes, and especially for those who haven't tried speedrunning yet. It's an excellent game for 21:33 within that time.
Yeah, I'm happy with this.
Anyway, it's an excellent game for if you are trying to get into speedrun, since the rewind mechanic makes it so the run has very few spots that can actually kill your run, just cause some slowdowns on critical mistakes. So, I recommend it.
Yep.
Any last words before?
Not really, just keep watching this amazing marathon, because not only is it great, but they're also raising money for an amazing cause, and everyone should donate if they are able to.
Agreed. So we'll just let the host take it away.